Here we go. Set. 16 on it. 16 on it. I'm coming.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on this. Back to the 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the ground, it's Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. An update from Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Mike, here we go. Mike 17. Rip left. Check 3. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide. 64.
First down. Here's the run to Montgomery.
He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
There we go. Going to 53. Mike 17. I'm scared.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He completes it to Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 32 on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ty Montgomery. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Cook. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now Jackson on first down. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D, tighten up. 57's the mic, watch 57. Get that quarterback and all.
Now Jackson to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 57.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Watch the screen.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that side has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Let's get off the field. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went back. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Watch 57. 57. Mike, 57. I got it. 57's Mike. Mike, 57.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And an alley to run. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Whip, 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 whip. Watch him go 46.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And caught by Henry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Check 24, check. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They come out here in the eye. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the route is on here in this first half.
Bulldogs, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Right there. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 50. Check 50. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Who's on Coco? Echo. Deuce, go. Deuce.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson down. Throwing again. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Bullock good on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Come get some. He don't want it. Like 17.
3rd and long for Prescott. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's got room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Pollard again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
17's Mike 17.
To try again after the sack. Prescott dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson forced out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
That's the way. 17's Mike 17. Watch. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Watch. Mike 17. Echo.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 7.
Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Mike 17.
It's a gain of 8.
Mike 17.
2nd and 2. At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Tackles.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Eddie Goldman in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, man. We're going to 52. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Complete. It's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Shift.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Los Angeles, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
All right, fellas, listen up, listen up. We talked about this all week. Let's take what we learned in the film room, let's put it out here on the field, and let's execute. No mental mistakes. Let's go.
Here we go. 70 Indy. Set, ready. Hit, go. Ready, ready. Down. Get the flag. Hut, hut. Set. 60 outlaw. Single. Here we go. Here we go. 10. Touchdown. We good. 132. Butter. Come on, set. 18 Gator. 18 Gator. Hut, go. Hut, go. Set, hut. Go to base. Ready. Ready. 91. Set, hut. Here we go. Set. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Hut, go. Let's go! 60 Pittsburgh. Hut, hut. Set, hut.
All right, gentlemen, you must have had your oats this morning because today was a great...